Assalamualaikum, sir. Today, our group will present about the renewable energy adoption in Malaysia industries. Before we move on to the presentation, we will introduce ourselves first. And I'm Aida Zahin Shazana binti Azman. My matrix number is 01 DKM 24F1077.
My name is Lee Ti Kuan, and my matrix number is 01 TKM 24F1075.
Is TCC and my metric number is 01 DKM 34F105.
Nama saya Lim dan nombor matrik saya adalah 01 DKM 24F1069.
My name is Mai Ching Cheng and my matrix number is 01 TKM 24F1048.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to my group members. Now, I will tell you guys the introduction of renewable energy adoption in Malaysia industries. So, Malaysia is on a really important journey right now. We are working towards becoming a low carbon and sustainable economy by the year 2030. This is not just a random goal, but it's key part of our national plans like the 12th National Plan and the National Energy Transition Roadmap. So, in simple terms, the country is aiming to keep growing its economy, but to do it in a way that also significantly cuts down our greenhouse gas emissions, and protects our environment. Now, when we look at where these carbon emissions are coming from, the industrial sector is one of the biggest contributors. Think about industries like manufacturing, palm oil processing, and cement production. These sectors use a massive amount of energy to run their operations, and right now, most of that energy comes from fossil fuels, things like coal and natural gas. Because of they use so much this type of energy, industries have become some of the largest energy consumers and a result, the largest carbon emitters in the country. So how do we tackle this? This is where renewable energy comes in, and it's play a absolutely crucial role. Renewable sources like solar powers, biomass, and small hydropower offer a way to help industries reduce their dependence on fossil fuels and seriously cut down their carbon footprints. We're already starting to see this happen. For instance, many factory states like Selangor and Johor have begun installing rooftop solar panels to generate their own clean electricity for their daily operations. In this presentation, we are going to dive deeper into this topic. We will explore the specific issues, the challenges we're facing, and the engineering solutions that are related adopting renewable energy in Malaysia industry. We will also discuss the vital role engineers play in all of this, how they can help improve energy efficiency, reduce emissions, and ultimately support Malaysia's transition to a sustainable industrial future. And as you can see on this slide, this map of Malaysia with icons for solar, wind, and biomass energy help to give us a visual idea of how the different renewable resources can be implemented across the various regions of our country.
Now, I will explain about the Malaysia renewable energy goals. Malaysia has set clear renewable energy goals to support its transition toward a low-carbon and sustainable economy. The target is to increase renewable energy from 13.3% in 2023 to 40% by 2035. These targets are guided by the Malaysia Green Technology Master Plan from 2017 to 2030, which focuses on sustainable energy transition and reducing carbon emissions. As shown in the chart, Malaysia's renewable energy capacity is projected to grow significantly from 6.1 gigawatts in 2023 to 25.3 gigawatts in 2035. The growth mainly comes from the solar, hydropower, biomass, and geothermal and energy expansion. The progress shows Malaysia's strong commitment to achieving a cleaner and more sustainable energy future. Next, I will talk about several issues in industry energy utilization. Firstly, industries are still heavily dependent on coal and natural gas as their main energy sources. This rely results in high carbon dioxide emission and contribute to environmental pollution. Secondly, there is a slow transition to renewable energy due to outdated systems and infrastructure. Finally, sectors such as manufacturing, palm oil, and cement are among the most affected as they require large amounts of energy and face difficulty adopting cleaner technologies. This issue highlights the importance of accelerating in renewable energy adoption and modernizing industry energy systems in Malaysia.
So, after looking at the issue in industrial energy use on the previous slide, it's clear that most of our industries still depend very heavily on traditional fuels like coal and natural gas. And as we know, this reliance is what leads those high level of carbon emissions and pollution. But this really brings us to the big question. If we know it's a problem, why is the move to renewable energy still happening so slowly here in Malaysia? Well, one of the biggest hurdles is simply the high setup cost. Getting a renewable energy system up and running, whether it's a full set of solar panels or a dedicated biomass plant, that requires a really large initial investment. For a lot of factory owners, the idea of spending hundreds of thousands or even millions of ringgit upfront is a major barrier, even if they know it will save them money in the long run. This is especially true for smaller companies that might not have the kind of cash readily available. And and another significant challenge in a gap technical skills and general awareness. To be honest, some industries just are not that familiar with how this new renewable system work or how to maintain them over time. This uncertainty makes it much easier and more comfortable to just stick with the old, familiar fossil fuel-based system they have always used. For example, think about the palm oil industry. Many mills have all the biomass waste just sitting there, which is a perfect resource for generating power, but they often don't have in-house engineer who specialize in making that kind of biomass energy system work. Then we have the issue of government support. While it's true that Malaysia does have renewable energy policies in place, the incentive and tax exemption for companies can sometimes feel a bit unclear or only available for a short time. This is inconsistency creates an uncertainty for business and unfortunately discourage them from making the big leap to invest in clean technology. And finally, a very particular problem is space. For a very particular problem space is many factories, especially those in crowd urban industrial parks, simply don't have enough available roof space or land. A solar power system need a large study and unobstructed area to generate a meaningful amount of power, and the reality is that not all buildings are designed to support that. So when you put it all together, the high upfront cost, the lack of technical know-how, the sometimes weak or unclear incentive, and the physical space limitation, when you start to see the full picture of why renewable energy adoption in our industries is moving slower than we all hope, even when we all agree on how important it is for a sustainable future.
And this slide is engineering solution. And the first is solar rooftop photovoltaic system. This is utilize solar panel installed of factory and industrial park rooftop to generate clean electricity. Then they can reduce dependence on grid power and lowers carbon emissions. Secondly is the biomass energy from agricultural waste. This is convert residues such as palm oil shell and anti-fruit branch into biofuel or biogas. Uh, then the promote circular use agricultural byproducts and provide a sustainable energy source. And third is waste to energy system. This is process industrial and municipal waste to produce heat, steam, or electricity. They can minimize landfill waste while contributing to renewable energy generation. And last is energy management system (EMS). Uh, this is implement smart monitoring and control platform to track energy consumption and performance. uh, and that can enable data-driven uh, optimizations, cost saving, and improve operational efficiency. And this slide is case study for Malaysia's industries. The first one is Smile Debbie Plantations. This is utilize palm oil biomass to generate renewable energy. For the example for biomass is shelf fiber and empty fruit bunch. This is support carbon reduction goal and reduce dependency on fossil fuels. And secondly is proton and Toyota manufacturing plants. Uh, that, ca- that is there are installed solar rooftop system to supply part of their electricity needs. Then they also save significant energy cost saving and lower greenhouse gas emissions. And the last is overall impact. This is demonstrating su- sustainable industrial practice to clean energy adoption. They also improve energy efficiency and enhance corporate environmental responsibility. And the right side you can see is the chart before to after comparison showing reduced energy costs and emissions.
This slide is about the national and global frameworks. First is the alignment with national agenda. This initiative supports the Malaysia Green Technology Master Plan 2017 to 2030, which aims to drive the nation towards a sustainable, low carbon and resources efficient economy. Second is encourage integration of green technology across key sectors such as energy, transport, manufacturing, and construction. And second one is contribution to global goals. For example, SDG 7, which is affordable and clean energy, promotes access to reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all through innovation and efficiency. Next is SDG 9, which encourages the development of sustainable industrialization and adoption of clean technologies. Last is role of engineers. Engineers are key enabler in implementing green technologies and sustainable infrastructure. Their expertise drives innovation in renewable energy, efficient system design, and sustainable urban development. And this slide is about government incentive and programs. First is the net energy metering (NEM), which reduces energy bills and promotes wider adoption of rooftop solar system and encourage both residential and industrial participation in renewable energy generation. Second is Green Investment Tax Allowance (GITA), which provide tax incentive for companies investing in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and green technology projects, and also supports private sector involvement in green innovation and infrastructure. Third is large-scale solar, a national initiative promoting development of solar farms across Malaysia. It creates job opportunities and stimulates the local clean energy industry.
Looking at here, the futures of renewable energy is being shaped by a range of existing new technology and innovative. One of the key breakthroughs is green hydrogen, a clean fuel that can power heavy industry and transportations while producing zero carbon emissions. Alongside that, floating solar systems are emerging as innovative solutions to maximize solar generation without using variable landscape. Malaysia, with its abundant reservoir and coastline, is well positioned to benefit from this technology. Another major factor is advanced energy storage. As renewable sources like solar and wind are intermittent, energy storage allows us to store excess power and release it when demand is high and ensuring a stable and reliable energy supply. Beyond physical technologies, the integrations of artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things is revolutionizing the ways energy system operations through real-time data collections, predictive maintenance, and automated control. AI and IoTs make energy systems smarter, more efficient, and more sustainable. Ultimately, continuous energy innovations will be the key driver supported Malaysia's green futures. By embracing this technology, Malaysia can transition towards a cleaner, smarter, and more resilient energy landscape that benefits both the economies and the environment. In conclusion, renewable energy plays a vital role in achieving sustainable industry development in Malaysia. By combining engineering innovations with strong government support, we can create a clean and more resilient nation. To move forward, we recommend 3 key actions. First, increase funding for research, development, and training to strengthen local expertise. Second, expand green technology incentives to encourage more industry to go green. And third, promote hybrid energy system that combine solar, wind, and storage for greater efficiency. Together, this step will accelerate Malaysia's transition towards sustainability. As the saying goes, sustainability is not a goal, it is a continuous engineering journey.